what have we got here? Well, it's today's set lunch at the Hoshigaoka Japanese restaurant here in Singapore, and the whole thing looks terrific. There's a bowl of interesting meaty soup, and there's a fish dish, rice of course, vegetables, pickles. The whole thing looks delicious. As I might say, do all the dishes in the window here. There's an example there of everything that the restaurant serves. But hang on, food spoils very quickly in the Singapore heat. Isn't it pretty wasteful to set up every one of these dishes fresh in the morning, leave them there all day, and have to throw them out at night because they're spoiled? Not really. Let's have a closer look. Well, as well as rice, you've got a whole range of Japanese dishes here. Meat, fish, prawn cutlets, the works. Sandwiches might suit you better if you're a Western foreigner, or perhaps a pork cutlet, fish and chips maybe, even a hamburger. And there's a whole range of fruit juices and other drinks to cure the Singapore thirst. But hang on, things are not quite as they seem. All this looks so good, I was unable to decide what to have, so I thought I'd have the lot. Bit piggish, but I'll be as hungry at the end of this meal as I am at the start, because none of this food can be eaten. It will be a bit like eating with plate. It's made of similar sorts of stuff. For example, here's the cutlet, solid. The chips, solid. Mayonnaise, solid. Same with the tomato, the lemon, everything, even the salad is solid. It's artificial food, made as a window display, and it's an industry in Japan. If you have a restaurant and you want to show the sort of food you serve, you can commission duplicates in waxwork food, and that's what you put on the window. And it never goes off, it's never wasted, and it always stays looking as beautiful and fresh as the food that's served inside. And some of it is very, very painstakingly made. Have a look at these rice thingamybobs. You can see that each grain of rice there has been made out of wax, and then they've all been pushed together to look exactly like the real thing. And the same thing with the waxwork egg. In this case, a wax yolk has been made, and then a half-cooked wax white has been surrounding it, or put on surrounding it, and finally the wax soup in which the whole thing sits. All wax, all solid, can't come out. The sandwiches are a sort of waxy foam, and even the juice here won't tip out, it's all solid and wax. Well, sometimes there's a bit of extra finish needed. You can see on this delicious looking chocolate thing, you'll find that there's a bit of extra finish needed. In the middle of a banana you find a pattern when you cut it, and that's been faithfully painted on to these pieces of wax sliced banana. And the same thing is true of the Chinese gooseberry and of the strawberry. All realistic, all beautiful, but once again, all wax. Well, if I were to sit down to this Japanese meal, I would probably use chopsticks, but I wouldn't use these, because these are Chinese chopsticks. To Western eyes, all chopsticks look much the same, but there is a difference between Chinese and Japanese. Do you know what it is? Well, have a look. Those are Chinese chopsticks, and they are long and they are square at the end, or blunt. These are Japanese chopsticks, and you can see they're quite short and they are sharp at the end. That's the difference. Even in the realm of eating utensils, things aren't what they appear to be at first.